Have you ever felt like asking for help is a sign of weakness? Maybe you've struggled alone, thinking you had to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, believing that seeking support would somehow diminish your strength. But what if I told you that the exact opposite is true? That asking for help is not a weakness, but one of the greatest forms of strength a person can possess. That reaching out, admitting you don't have all the answers, and allowing someone to support you is a demonstration of courage, self-awareness, and resilience. Today, we're going to explore why asking for help is actually a superpower, a skill that strengthens your mind, your relationships, and your life. In a world that often celebrates independence, self-reliance, and the idea that you should be able to do everything on your own, it's easy to believe that asking for help makes us vulnerable, inadequate, or even weak. From a young age, we are taught to be self-sufficient, to push through challenges without leaning on others, and to measure our worth by what we can achieve alone. But the reality is quite different. No one achieves true success, happiness, or fulfillment entirely on their own. Human beings are social creatures, wired to give and receive support. The ability to ask for help is not only natural, it's essential. It demonstrates emotional intelligence, courage, and the wisdom to recognize that collaboration and support are pathways to growth. Understanding this shift in perspective is critical for mental health. It's about transforming the belief that vulnerability is weakness into the understanding that vulnerability is strength. By the end of this video, you will understand why asking for help is empowering, and you'll gain practical strategies to embrace this strength in your life. Many people resist asking for help for a variety of reasons. Sometimes it stems from pride or fear of judgment. What if others think I'm incapable? Sometimes it's the fear of burdening someone else. I don't want to trouble them with my problems. And often, it's an internalized belief that success and resilience must come from doing everything alone. Psychologically, admitting you need help activates feelings of vulnerability. Vulnerability can be uncomfortable. It's exposing yourself to the possibility of rejection, disappointment, or failure. But here's the key insight. Vulnerability is not weakness. It's the gateway to deeper connection, trust, and personal growth. Feeling hesitant to ask for help does not make you inadequate. It makes you human. And recognizing this truth is the first step toward embracing the transformative power of support. 1. Self-awareness. Asking for help requires you to acknowledge your limitations and understand your needs. Self-awareness is one of the most powerful qualities a person can possess. When you admit you can't do everything alone, you demonstrate clarity, humility, and a realistic understanding of your strengths and areas for growth. 2. Courage. It takes courage to reach out, admit uncertainty, and risk being judged or misunderstood. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's taking action despite fear. Asking for help is a courageous act that strengthens your confidence and resilience. 3. Connection. By seeking support, you build stronger, more authentic relationships. Asking for help invites others into your journey, creating bonds of trust, empathy, and reciprocity. Connection is essential for emotional well-being, and vulnerability fosters the deepest forms of human connection. 4. Growth. Learning from others' knowledge, perspectives, and experiences accelerates personal and professional growth. Asking for help allows you to leverage the strengths of others without diminishing your own, creating opportunities for learning and advancement. 5. Empowerment. Ironically, asking for help often leads to empowerment. It frees you from carrying unnecessary burdens alone, allowing you to focus on what matters most. It shows that you value your own well-being enough to seek the support you need. Let's address some common misconceptions. Myth 1. Asking for help is a sign of weakness. Truth. It's a sign of strength, self-awareness, and emotional intelligence. Myth 2. People will judge me if I ask for help. Truth. Most people respect honesty and vulnerability. Asking for help can inspire admiration and trust. Myth 3. I should be able to handle everything on my own. Truth. No one succeeds alone. Collaboration and support are essential to personal and professional success. By challenging these myths, you can shift your mindset and embrace the empowering truth. Asking for help is a skill that elevates you, not diminishes you. 1. Identify your need clearly. Before reaching out, clarify what kind of support you need. Whether it's advice, emotional support, or practical assistance, being specific helps the other person understand how they can help. 2. Choose the right person. Seek support from someone who has the experience, knowledge, or emotional capacity to assist. Surrounding yourself with supportive individuals increases the likelihood of a positive and empowering response. 3. Be direct and honest. Speak clearly and authentically about what you need. Vulnerability is powerful when expressed with honesty and respect. 4. Accept support graciously. Allow yourself to receive help without guilt or over-explaining. Accepting support is as important as offering it. 5. Reciprocate when possible. Help others when you can. The cycle of giving and receiving support strengthens relationships and fosters mutual empowerment. 6. Practice self-reflection. After receiving help, reflect on the experience. What did you learn? How did it change your perspective on vulnerability and strength? Take a moment and ask yourself, where in your life could asking for help make a real difference? Is there a project, a challenge, or an emotional burden you've been carrying alone? Share your experiences in the comments below. By sharing your story, you might inspire someone else to embrace the strength of vulnerability. To continue receiving guidance, strategies, and inspiration for mental well-being, self-empowerment, and personal growth, subscribe to my newsletter. Every week, we explore practical ways to strengthen your mind, foster emotional resilience, and embrace the power within you. Remember this: asking for help is not a weakness. It is an act of courage, wisdom, and strength. It demonstrates self-awareness, fosters connection, accelerates growth, and empowers you to navigate life with resilience. The next time you hesitate to reach out, remind yourself, seeking support is a superpower. It is a declaration that your well-being matters, that your journey matters, and that you have the courage to embrace the full spectrum of human experience, strengths and vulnerabilities alike. Your willingness to ask for help is not a limitation. It is your gateway to deeper understanding, stronger relationships, and a more fulfilled, empowered life. Take that step today. Reach out, be courageous. Embrace the strength in asking for help and watch how your life transforms.